Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Um, Before I start my class, I want to start with the name of Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa halul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Today I'm going to tell you about biotechnology and genetic and engineering. In our last class, I have discussed what is biotechnology. Biotechnology is is making different products with the help of technology by using some bio products, uh, like making yogurt with the help of milk, making cheese with the help of milk, and using the microorganisms. And when we talk about genetic engineering is a process in which genetic material is altered by adding new genes in the selected genetic material, and then this recombinant genetic material is helpful in uh, making the desired products for whatever the reason the genetic engineering is done. This genetically modified is resistant to different type of disease sometimes, and they are modified to fight to the disease as well. Plus, they produce such chemical compounds that are helpful in treating different things. Just like insulin is produced um, by adding a genes taken from the human, and then it is added to the bacteria, which act as a vector, and then this recombinant gene is and is then used to produce insulin in large amount in biofermenters. Okay, what the reasons why bacteria are used in the biotechnology? We have discussed it that bacteria are used in biotechnology, but because they grow very rapidly, that's why they are used in it, and they are they grow in optimum temperature. They have a rapid growth rate. They can produce lots of complex molecules quickly, and they are cheap to grow. We don't need to uh, much expenses for it. State 3 for the reasons why bacteria are useful in biotechnology. There are no ethical concerns about how they are used. Means there are no such thing that if they are using that it's against the law. They have the same universal genetic code. They contain plasmids which can be used to transfer genes. They have plasmids in a ring shape. They have plasmids in which the desired genes is inserted, and then they are used to produce that desired chemical, which will be used later on. And which write the word equation for anaerobic respiration in yeast. Glucose, that is anaerobically converted by the yeast into alcohol and carbon dioxide, plus producing energy. Okay, two uses of anaerobic respiration of yeast. It is helpful in making bread to rise, making ethanol for biofuels, helpful in fermentation. Okay, pectinase is an enzyme that breaks down the pectin in the cell wall of the fruit. Pectin is actually a gum-like substance that is present in the cell wall, which is used to bind the cell walls of the plant. By breaking down the cell walls, it releases the juice from within the cells. And another use of enzymes in the biological washing powders. These all we are discussing is the biotechnology. That biotechnology is helpful in this way. So the enzymes are introduced in biological washing powders. You know that whenever we eat different things, we get stains of different eatable items on our clothes, and for that reason, biological washing powders plays a vital role to clean that clothes. So these biological washing powders have enzymes that are helpful in cleaning that clothes, just like the lock and key hypothesis, which we have discussed in the enzyme section, in the enzyme chapter. Inshallah, we will revise it later on. It is helpful in cleaning the clothes with the help of biological washing powders. Enzymes are also used to produce lactose-free milk, because some human beings are allergic to the milk protein. That's why lactose-free milk are produced. Another example of biotechnology is the production of antibiotic penicillin. The fungus Penicillium, it produces the antibiotic penicillin, which is used to treat the infection caused by the bacteria. We have discussed in our first lecture that how fermenters are used in the commercial, the structure of fermenters, and how the fermenters are used. The fermenters are a special container which have controlled environment, controlled sterile environment, and there is a cooling jacket to cool down the temperature. There is some mechanical equipments which are helpful in maintaining the pH, plus the pH of the pH and the temperature of the fermenter. Plus these fermenters are sterile. That means there no other organism can grow except the one which we want to grow. So in the fermenters, the fungus are allowed to grow. Fungus Penicillium is allowed to grow, and they produce the penicillin antibiotic, which is actually the byproduct, excretory product of this fungus Penicillium. Now, what is genetic engineering? Genetic engineering is a method by which a genetic material is altered to produce desired compound to be produced by that organisms in which genetic alteration has been done. It means adding or removing certain genes. As I told you earlier, genetic engineering examples are human insulin gene into the bacteria, inserting genes for herbicide resistance to the plant, so that some plants species can become resistant to some sort of herbicides, so that they can develop in more resisting environment. Inserting genes for pesticides resistance to the plant, so that they should develop a resistance to some certain sort of pesticides. Inserting genes into crops to provide them with extra vitamins. Okay, how are genes introduced into an organism? First, the genes which is desired to be inserted into the organism which is selected is first cut by the use of enzymes, and it creates a sticky end. The DNA from bacteria is also cut, so to produce sticky end with the help of enzyme again. The gene is inserted to the plasmid. Plasmid is a ring-shaped genetic material present in the bacteria. The gene is inserted into the plasmid and joined together with the help of enzyme again to make a recombinant plasmid. The plasmid in which a new gene is inserted is known as recombinant plasmid. The plasmid is placed back into the bacterium. Now, what is the benefit of genetically modified crops? The plants are resistant to the herbicides and pesticides. The plants grow bigger and more quickly. They they can even grow in harsher environment as well. And the disadvantages: the new genes can easily spread to the other plants in the environment. We don't know what long term effect the crops can cause on health. ठीक है, when we are playing with the genes, we don't know that what can be the effects, long term effects we can have by altering the genetic combination.